Hello friends, this is Dr. Asma. Today we will light another torch to display the importance of sunlight. Vitamin D was discovered in 1920 after a long search to cure rickets. Rickets, a painful childhood bone disease. Vitamin D is one of the 13 vitamins discovered in the early 20th century. Vitamins plays a crucial role in our body's metabolism. Certainly small amount is required to fill the role, but is very important. Vitamin D breaks the rule for other vitamins because it is produced in human body and absent from all natural food except fish and egg yolk. Sun is a power bank of energy we receive, and its ultraviolet rays are a large source of vitamin D. Contrary, inadequate sunlight exposure results in vitamin D deficiency or hypovitaminaceous D. This deficiency impairs bone mineralization that causes bone softening disease such as rickets, osteomalacia, osteoporosis, increased risk of bone fracture and tooth loss. In my previous video on depression, I didn't include hypovitaminaceous D, which is a risk factor for depression. If you want to know more about depression, I will drop the link of that video on my description so you can go through it. It is interesting to know that vitamin D2 and D3 both are fat-soluble vitamins. Without body fat, it is hard to absorb vitamin D, which goes fit in some athletes who strive to get as lean as possible. Excess amount of vitamin D can be stored in fat tissues of a body and used during winter when sun exposure is limited. When sunlight strikes on our skin, its ultraviolet rays transform cholesterol compound into vitamin D that is required for the absorption of calcium by the body. Awareness program for sunbath throughout Europe and North America is helping to prevent rickets. But sunlight in winter season, especially in temperate zone, is too feeble to prevent rickets. For this reason, doctors are looking for other alternations such as mercury or carbon arc lamp, which prove to be an effective preventive measure and treatment. One study that by neuroscientist David Llewellyn of the Cambridge University assessed vitamin D level in 1700 men and women and observed that sunlight helps spur nerve cell growth in the hippocampus. Hippocampus is the part of the brain responsible for forming, organizing and storing of memories. Importantly, when light enters the eye, it stimulates neurons in the hypothalamus, a part of brain known as mood stabilizer. These nerve impulses transfer to the pineal gland, which regulates serotonin. In different circumstances, when they are dark, the pineal gland secretes melatonin hormone that controls sleep pattern by causing drowsiness. Sun exposure eases mild depression by increasing natural antidepressant in the brain. That is because of sunny day, the brain produces more serotonin than on darkened days. As we know that hypothalamus is also regulates our appetite. In sunny days, our brain automatically balances between thirst and hunger. A recent study published in the Joint Personality and Individual Differences showed that eating in a dimly lit or dark environment may trigger us to eat more. The itchy, scaly, raised patches of skin that characterize cirrhosis can be treated by ultraviolet light. Ultraviolet B, which is present in natural sunlight, is an effective treatment for cirrhosis. UVB penetrates the skin and slows the growth of affected skin cells. Researchers at the University of Edinburgh observed that the compound nitric oxide is responsible for lowering blood pressure of the body. This finding is very important because until then it was thought that sunlight only helps to produce vitamin D. Richard Waller, a senior lecturer of dermatology, found that sun exposure not only improved our health but also prolonged life. Sunlight therapy is not only beneficial for the treatment of bone disorder but also for TB, rheumatic disorder, diabetes, gout, chronic ulcer, and wounds. This is enough for today. I will catch you in my next video. Till then, be happy. Bye bye.